Boop, 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 boop. What up, everybody? Everybody, clap your hands. Everybody. Oh, not really. What's going on, everybody? Gerald Malice here. We are live. Another stream coming up with y'all. Today we were playing OutBreat The Fedora FIles. This one's a good one. We played it a couple days ago. This one is a choose your own adventure, kind of like, the Hardy Boys or any of those books from back in the 80s and 90s where you got to, make some decisions. Very cool visual novel. And we had a lot of fun last time. There's 24 endings and we got one of them. And it's where we died. It was a legit ending, so pretty cool. Did not expect myself to die like that because I zigged when I should have zagged. But that's okay. Again, my name is Gerald Malice. If you're new to the channel, thank you for hanging out with us. We're multi-streaming on 4 different platforms. So we got YouTube, we got TikTok, we got Twitch, and we got Kick. Always a pleasure, very much so. Where did my Kick go? No! I just had it somewhere. It's okay. I'll find it here in a second. Besides that, man, we are going to be playing some of these games today. There's 2 different versions. Let's go look at the endings real quick. We kind of look at that. So the ending we got on this last one was good luck and good night, DeMarco, which is another detective amongst the precinct and a colleague of Lydia, abandons us. What a dick. Definitely not something we were wanting to take place, but took place nonetheless, and so it is what it is. We got ourselves looking good, though, coming in. We got a couple ideas of what we can change about what we said, and we will do that. But, if you're interested in playing some of these games, you can play any of the games coming from Dead Drop Studios on any platform. So right now we're on Steam, and with the Steam Summer Sale, you're able to get a lot of these games for extraordinarily good prices. On top of that, you can get on the PS5, PS4, you can get on Xbox Series X, the Switch, and some of the games are also on iOS and Android Play Store, so Google Play Store. So definitely check these out. As we get a little bit more people and a better way of functionally getting it to work, we're going to do some of the giveaways that we have planned out, so that'll be fun. So let me get, there's my Kick. I was wondering where that was at. Sorry, we're moving stuff around. I just want to make sure I could see everybody's stuff. I could see everybody saying hi. All right, we're back. There's our music. So these are all the stuff that we can do as far as endings. Obviously, some of them probably are better than other. I don't really want to read them and give anything away to myself. So that's part of the funness. Now, last time before we left, we played a little bit of this right here, the Outbreak RPG. Brother, is this fun. Wow. It's text-based randomness that allows you're basically trying to collect 8 survivors, and as you're progressing through the game, the NPCs get harder and harder that you're fighting, so it takes a little bit more effort or strategy to get them. Very cool. Right now, if we continue it, I'm on 6. We have to find 2 more, and they're pretty strong. I think everything we're fighting is 3 times our level. We're level 10 and 12s. But right now, we're going to start this game over again, so we're going to do a new one. I don't know if I unlocked any concept art. I did. I got Sanchez old. Look at this nice little sketching of him. CRPD, the very top part, not too bad. We got a lot of other places and people to get unlocked. So 2 whole rows. Music, we can play the different themes. Studio scenes, so these are all the issues. I guess speaker, yeah. Nice. Dialogue, portrait, boom, background, nice. You just, I guess, change everything. Okay, so let's get started. Again, thank you for hanging out with us. If you have any questions, please feel free. Throw them up in that stream. Episode 1, Unknown Whereabouts. Now, I do always ask, if you prefer for me to read these narratively. So, as you can see right here, the relationships, as you're talking with each of the four um, characters that you can interact with, you're going to be able to build a relationship based on your answers. Deception and different types of key things that you'll notice might get you better reactions if you understand what you're looking at. So definitely be paying attention to what you read. So they're in the Cypress Ridge Police Department, 6th Precinct, August 21st, 1999, 1 a.m. Lydia was having one of those nights. One of those ones where she was dumped on the desk for doing something her seniors didn't much like and couldn't actually punish her for. Such as freeing human trafficking victims who were about to be moved when the same boss told you to sit tight. Now she's stuck with a pile of paperwork, nowhere to go. One of those nights that felt like it was a total waste of time. Those were always the days that managed to be a headache at the end. Stupid captain. Alright, so last time she had a voice like this by Patrick Mahomes. Not that I'm going to read it in a female voice, but I'll try to be feminine with it, a little bit more softer. You know, stupid captain. Totally the right call to let those girls go. What do you want me to do? Arrest them? Hold them for being trafficking victims? They didn't even know they were going to. They were going to. No, sorry. They didn't even know where they were going to. Stupid paperwork. Daniels! I'll make Sanchez that growl. Ah! Sorry. Sanchez, don't do that. Not my fault. You're so in your head about last week. You're too easy to scare. Oh man, lucky it wasn't sneaking up on me. Anyone else would be in a headlock with 2 broken legs, at least. You know, Sanchez gives her a friendly clap on the back, unaware of how close he came to physical harm. Don't worry about it. The captains will cool down in a week or 2, and you'll be back on the streets before you know it. Or at least, the day shift. He wouldn't have to cool down. He had no reason to tame these women. You aren't stupid, Daniels. When Captain says jump, you just say how high. He said detain those women. You don't just let them go. Should have learned that your first day here. There was no reason. I'm not the one you need to prove it to. Dandy girl, at least try to get back in the field. And soon, yeah? I had to take all these classes this week. I had to take all these cases this week. Your impulsiveness affects you more than just... affects you more than just you, you know? Don't you have something better to do? What? You mean besides mentoring my favorite wayward lamb? So obviously, this partner dynamic is definitely, you know, mentor, father-esque. So that's cool. You pause in a dramatic speech to ruffle Lydia's hair affectionately. Hey, Sanchez, knock it off. Matter of fact, I do have something better to do. That case last week, that one with the multiple corpses found over by the tunnels on Jackson. Corpses? You know, all about it. If you hadn't gotten your head stuck on desk duty, something isn't sitting right with me. This case keeps getting weirder and weirder. Alright, so let's see what's going on. So what's weird about a bunch of corpses in the drain pipe? What's weird about that? Jackson's a dumping ground for all manners of shit. And then you better get out of here if you're done annoying me. So Caddy, the end. We got one kind of like dismissive in the middle, and then the first was dismissive, but it's more direct dismissive. And I believe that brings value, and I would assume that. I don't want to be catty to him, so we'll cut that one. Honestly, I think last time we actually said the dumping thing, the dumping grounds, all manner of stuff. So I'm gonna go with the drain pipe. So we'll see what happens. Deja says we're an acquaintance now. Deja's gonna be another person in the precinct you're gonna find out. Strangest thing, a bunch of bodies were found totally desiccated with bite marks all over them. Weird shit. And get this, the bodies were way too fresh to be that decayed. Forensics is looking into it. Heading over to talk to the morgue now. Anyways, should get going. Enjoy your paperwork, sweetheart. It's alright. Cool. Ass. So we're through the first part. Not too bad. We didn't die. We got ourselves some acquaintance points. That's going to do good going into the next part. We're going to be able to see some different dialogue, hopefully, because I wasn't where this was at when I got to this part. Any word on Sanchez? Nothing yet. Captain says thinks he'll show up in a few days. It's been 3 days already. We've lost valuable time. That's how he is. Linda, Sanchez disappears for a week or 2 weeks once and to put himself in deep cover without telling anyone. There's a reason he was moving to night shift. He'll turn up. That was different. And he got a medal for that case. By the way, busted an international drug ring. Maybe the captain looked bad. And that's all he cared about, right? Oh, that reminds me. Captain wanted me to tell you. You're in charge of Sanchez's caseload until he shows up. Being partners and all. I'm off desk duty. No more paperwork. Let's go. Alright. Tell them, please tell me you're joking and ellipses. Obviously, silence can always bring a lot of, emphasis about the position that you're being given. But tell me you are joking when you're actually all excited off being desk duty. I mean, how about this? There's a couple of people watching in different formats. What would you pick? I'll let y'all decide. There's only two choices. Please tell me you're joking. Or who wants the ellipses? I'd love to hear from somebody. 4 streams. One person just puts a chat in. Hi, Braze. What's up, brother? I hope you're doing a good day. Thanks for coming in here and hanging out. Ooh. Rodney, thanks for joining us. Zach, what's up? Garrett, thanks for joining us again. If you got a suggestion, we can take it. If not, I'll just pick one. But we got ellipses, and tell me, you tell me you're joking? I think last time we only had the ellipses, so we'll just say, hey, tell me you're joking. How about that? Please tell me you're joking. Captain Art has me doing the paperwork on 3 people. He wants me to fill on top of that. No, that's Lydia. Shit, I hit the wrong one. Fine. Well, at least I'll have my anonymity back. Now, which case did Sanchez say he was going out to check on before he disappeared? So, we know for a fact. I didn't see where it popped up at. It popped up somewhere. I have to see where that message popped up, brother. Let's see. Ball Creek Bleach, possible illegal waste dumping, Jackson Street, storm drain, multiple bodies. Well, that's where we're at. Alright, here we go. I had to push a button. Alright, so. Alright, these corpses. Oh, no, that's right. This is the wrong voice. That's right. These corpses in the storm drain. From the looks of the paperwork, Sanchez was talking to the team down at Records. Deja, over at the morgue. And his partner on that job was DeMarco. Just great. So I'm trying to get to my creator dashboard. So I can look at this thing. Nope. Oh, Twitch. Didn't work. Yep. Sorry, it didn't work for me, brother. He mentioned going to speak to somebody the night he disappeared to. So he went to where we're going to go first. We have three choices. We can go down to forensics, we go to records, or we can ultimately go to DeMarco. And I know I died when I went to DeMarco last time, so that definitely didn't help me. So I'm trying to think of what would be a better, probably like, thing to do. Trying to think. I guess we're gonna go with forensics. Alright. Oh, the more. Push a button for a goal! Oh, the morgue. I can see it. I can hold it. I can read it. I promise. I can read it. Let's see. I got it. No, come back. Where's it at? Oh, I lost it. Detective Daniel's supposed to be able to make an appointment. At least. Or at least check in with the night clerk. He was playing some new indie horror game involving zombies and dinosaurs. Totally engrossed. I'd be waiting all night to see ya. Sigh. It's too late in the day for this. I'll deal with Archie's incompetence later. What can I do for you? Since I'm sure you aren't going anywhere until I talk. Every time I give her the same voice, I don't know why. You know me so well. Sanchez mentioned coming to see you a few days ago about the Jackson Street case. He's still in the wind, then. He wouldn't be in once I find him. Any info you could give me on what Sanchez was doing down here could really help. Listen, Lydia. Romero Sanchez is one of the best detectives in the force, and probably at the least conventional. He'll come back when he's figured everything out. Just let it die. Lie. Let it lie. I don't know why I said die. Listen, Lydia. I already said that. We gotta pick something. So, Deja, something's off here. He needs our help. Please tell me you know. And the captain gave me his caseload. So, the caseload's definitely probably going to be the more indicative one. And again, y'all, take a quick, let you know what we're playing here. We are playing OutBreat The Fedora FIles. This is the 9th installment in the OutBreat series from Dead Drop Studios, who's been around since 2017. Most of their games are on limited run for physical copies. So, like, if you want a PS5 copy of something like this, unfortunately, the run doesn't have any more because they were limited. So I only have a few of each. We got them on Steam, on Switch. We got on PS4, PS5, as well as iOS and Apple Store. So main thing is you can play these anywhere. Right now, you can play anything on the Steam Store. Severely discounted on this summer sale. So check that out. But I think we're gonna tell her, look, we got the caseload. We have the caseload. You know, Deja looks like she's a by the book kind of gal. And we're going to go ahead and make it to where we get her to play by the rules. Oh, we friendly. We friendly. I see. I like it. I like it. You gotta make those smart decisions, right? If she seems like she's by the book, hit her with that Uno Reverso, like, hey, I need you to do this. No ifs, ands, or buts. No, there's always buts. There's always buts. Sorry, I got rid of my video. That's what I was looking for. I got rid of my video feed on Twitch, so now I can't see the playback. Go back to my channel. There you go.
What the heck, Aruski?
No. Sorry. There it is. Found it. Well, there's 10,000 people watching on Twitch right now. I didn't want them to get disrupted any more than they were. Minus the 99999 of that 10,000. But you get what I'm saying. That was way too many. Alright. The flesh of the bodies had decayed significantly. Normally, I would put the level of decomp at weeks, but according to witness identification, none of the victims had been missing for more than 48 hours. Romero thought the decomp could have been due to chemicals. And no suspicious fluid of any kind other than the sewer water. Cypress-rich sewer water counts as a corrosive chemical in its own right. Anything else besides the decomp rate? There are several similarities with the bodies. Track marks on the arms, discoloration, some contusions. Ligature marks that suggest they had been strapped down at some point. Any listed substances found in the toxic report? Anything that text couldn't find. Plus, swell, but the track marks show suspected infection. But none of the usual suspects are the culprits, viral or bacterial. I've asked them to test the liver. Toxins not normally present in the bloodstream can collect there as part of the metabolic process. Thanks, Deja. Let me know anything. Let me know ASAP when the tests come back. Damn, this looks like a dead end for now. So okay, we got ourselves some information there. We'll take it. So now we gotta go to forensics. We're gonna leave DeMarco to last, because that dude is a disappointment. Disappointment is the word I'm looking for. Got a couple people rocking out on Twitch. Thanks for joining us over there, and on YouTube. Thank you very much. You as well. People over on Kick. Y'all are awesome. Thank you. And TikTok, all of y'all coming in and out. Y'all are awesome. Ron, thanks for being here. Mike, thanks for being here. Erica, thanks for joining. Man. Alright, so Lydia says, yeesh, nobody likes records. The captain moved the department to the base by the boiler after the precinct moved into the building. Getting transferred records is slang for getting bounced out of the force. After switching over to new digital a few years ago, hardly anyone comes down here anymore. Why Sancho would willingly take the stairs down here for any kind of info is a mystery. Plus Records has Detective Detective Daniels. Good evening. How can Records help you today? Hey, Winters. Good kid. Semi-decent cop too. Pity he dated the captain's daughter. And that their breakup was messy. Detective Daniels. Ah, and let's not forget Records' residential ghoul, Meg Morrison. I think the only reason she's still in the force is, yeah, because the captain can't force her to retire. So this is the next best thing. Together, little Mr. Sunshine and Miss Lady who looms makes records in the creepiest place in the goddamn building. Officer Winters, Officer Morris, I understand Detective Sanchez was down here a few nights ago. Did you have any idea what he was looking for? Oh, of course we do. Everyone must log whatever their takeout and return. Maggie's idea. Let me check the log. Hold on. No. Hold on. We can't just give officers information to other officers. It's immoral. We aren't required to do anything of the sorts. Considering what happened, I don't think I'm outside my rights to ask. What happened? It's Sanchez. He's gone AWOL again. Missing? He always turns up. The stories are legion. Don't worry about it. Harry, he's disappeared for up to a month before. You should hear some of the shit he's gotten up to. busted that international trade ring. Getting caught in that crack house. I've heard that one time. He found corpse under the ground and followed the trail up the sewer. Didn't get back for 3 weeks. Ooh, wait a minute. I don't think he was here Friday night. I think I got confused with someone else. See? Wasn't even here. Now, if you excuse me, it's time for my nicotine patch break. What? That's a thing? I have to, file something. Okay. Something strange going on with these two. With them separated, I might be able to wiring answers from at least one of them. Okay. We got 2 decisions: Meg or Harry. Meg or Harry. That's kind of tough. That's a tough one. So I'm trying to remember what I did last time. I really think I went Harry last time. I think I'm gonna go Meg. Alright. Following, she finds the records office leaning up against the brick wall of the building. Joining the moonlight, Meg's head swirls towards Lydia at the sound of her incoming footsteps. Eyes luminous. Daniels, I'm on break. It's a nicotine patch. Sorry, it's a nicotine patch. Morris, not a smoke. You don't need a break for that. Meg tilted her head back and blows as there was real smoke. Old Dabbits die hard. Yeah, I do. You didn't come all the way over here down. Oh, sorry, you didn't come all the way down here to bother a girl about her smoking habits. It's a nicotine patch, Meg. Mind your business. She breathes out again and looks like she's imagining a smirk curl fondly. So, what do you want, Daniels? Sanchez. And here I thought DeMarco was more your type. That's ridiculous! What? What's getting around when you aren't subtle about it? And before you start insisting again, terribly might I add, aren't detectives supposed to be able to get info out of people? Yes. Sanchez came around last Friday, but we weren't able to give him what he wanted. What was he looking for? Come on. Or why wouldn't you? And can't or won't. See, that's the best part. So this Meg chick, she's giving that info, but she's definitely more of that. She's got that, RBF is what they call it. So she's set in her way. She's a little older. You know, she's gonna have probably more in common with Sanchez than this young buck over here. So Lydia's gonna have to be more forward, right? Why wouldn't you? Is a kind of a kid question. You're a detective. Right? So be more forward, right? What was he looking for? He might not have said what he was looking for, but he could have said what he wanted, right? So we'll go can't and won't. That's how I feel. Can't. Why should I tell you? Captain gave me his caseload. Following corpses, be more subtle. Don't obstruct an officer in the line of duty. Alright, so that's not going to work with your other fellow officers. This isn't just some Joe Blow in their car that you can give an obstruction charge to for not following command. So following corpses, be more subtle. That doesn't really say anything about what we're looking at. So I think what we should do is go. Captain gave me his caseload. We're just gonna hammer this caseload to everybody that we're by the book. It's not about a lover's quarrel. It's not about my mentor missing. It's about I gotta get this done. But what if it didn't have anything to do with the case? Did it? I'm just saying, you can't get me in trouble for not knowing what you're asking for. See? I knew that crap. Meg, she's disliked. She thought we were she thought we were trying to trick her. I was totally trying to trick her. She has a point. See? Dang it. Meg thinks a bit. Daniels. See, I knew it! I knew they were old friends, dude, because they're the same. I knew it. I haven't seen this dialogue. I've only had one playthrough, so this is great. This is really good. Daniels. Sanchez is an old friend. I know he's considered you one of his, so I do you the courtesy of warning you. Just this once. You walk down this path, you might not like what you find on the other side. You might not like who you become on the other side. I didn't. Is that a threat? Weren't you listening? It was a warning. These things aren't beyond any of our pay grade. Or these things aren't beyond any of our pay grade, Daniels. I've learned that the hard way. Sanchez is a friend! Are you going to tell me anything? Or are you going to tell me already? I don't have all day. Maybe you're right, Meg. So, she dislikes me. She's telling me as a warning to back off. If I say maybe you're right, then I might not get any more of the relationship issues from her. Are you going to tell me already? Or I don't have all day, I'm being a little shitty about it. And then Sanchez is my friend. So we're having a common ground. So I'm going to go with Sanchez as my friend, as a friend. Right? So now we're back to neutral. Let's go. Alright. He wanted all the Jackson Street cases for the past 5 years. That's why he came down to records. Alright. She could have been a little nicer about that. It would have been easier for just to be like, yeah, I bet. Okay. So, switching with the cases, we worked together back when we were partners. You two were partners. As long as I've been here, Sanchez has always preferred to work alone. He didn't even accept me until last year, and that was an order from the captain. You're so lucky your reputation precedes you in the right places. And Sanchez would have had you out of here in a month. But yeah, it was our last case as partners. It finally got to be too much for me. That one was strange dead bodies in Jackson too. First time he chased the ghosts of the corpses and went with them. We came to this bizarre intersection in the pipes and got attacked by something. Almost didn't get out of there alive. The captain wanted us to forget about it, so I forgot. Sanchez was hard-headed, pushed. Even got internal affairs involved. For all the good it did. Something like an animal. Honey, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. Turned out that over the last 5 years, there were 7 cases of bodies dumped in Jackson Street. They were all in the general archives digitally, but when we went to pull actual files and evidence, there were only 4 left. What could have been in those other files? Lucky for you, a general summary is kept on the records terminal for each case. I'll give you access if you ask nicely. Please, Meg. Now, was that so hard? No, it wasn't. I think it was very, very, very reasonable, respectable colleague. Now we're acquaintances, see? I'll take it. Alright, oh shoot, I pushed the button, no! Alright, search, Jackson Street sewers. So I already read all this. This is basically all the people who died. And if you want to read it, that's kind of fine. But the summary is, there's a bunch of people in the first couple of months, January, March, and they didn't, they're just normal deaths. They didn't have anything superly, overly avert to them. But the 6th, the 10th, and the 30th all had bodies with bites and stuff like that. So a lot more to it on those days. Wait, what is this? All those people dying in the same place in June? All the anonymous call-ins? Some kind of rampant wild animals? Rampaging, sorry. Morris! Hey, Daniels. Meg went on another nicotine patch break. She used to tell you not to look at her for her. She doesn't want to talk to you. Sorry, but that's what she said. Well, this is created more questions than it answered, so what's my next move? Detective DeMarco. Here we go. Moving it on up. We got ourselves DeMarco's desk. Isn't that far from Lydia's. But given how much she can't stand him, she wishes it was further. Well, well. I've never thought I'd see this face again. Been too long, Liddy. Please don't call me that, Detective DeMarco. Undetermined, the detective places a hand on his chest. Wounded, and flashes a hesitant smile. Ellipses. Of course not. Let's just let bygones be bygones. And of course I am Anton. Because Anton's his first name, so it's Anton DeMarco. So I don't know if we should just start being an ass to him right away. It might not be the not Mark. Hey, welcome back, Mark. Hey, thanks for sticking around, Harvey. And so I feel like we should. So this is where you start getting into the territory where I started to get to death mode last time. So of course I am. Let's let bygones be bygones. He thinks I'm lying. That's true. That's true. And with his hairy chest right there, makes me want to punch him again. I made a call. That's right. Call. And you made the wrong one. Brasto ended up on your side. I don't have to like it, but there's no reason to dwell. Like I said, shitty liar. You were the last one out with Sanchez before he disappeared. What do you remember about that night? Sanchez. Yeah. Hear about Sanchez. Oh, you're here about Sanchez. Why? He'll turn up. Man's like a bad rash. Pops up at the worst time. That man is my partner. He hasn't turned up for 3 days, which is why I'm going to turn him up myself. Telling me about that night? Now. Lydia, fine. Sanchez was interested in the sewer route. Specifically, said he did some research into the prior Jackson Street cases. Thought there might be a link from where the dumping was coming from. Waste of a goddamn good night. And I ruined a perfectly good pair of shoes. Did you find anything? Wouldn't you know? Oh, sorry, wouldn't know? Sanchez insisted on continuing even though there was jack shit beyond the site. He didn't even have to go in there. Really. Just needed a map for public works. Wait, you just left him there? In a potentially dangerous place. By himself. Jesus, DeMarco. Oh, okay. First off, sewer under Jackson's are particularly a supermax site. Can't do any investigating if we die of radiation poisoning first. Second, The old fool told me if I wasn't comfortable in the sewers to go to Public Works and find a map. Which I did. Wait, what? Yes, Lydia. I did my job in the way that did not involve me crawling up Satan's asshole. Specs get pretty complicated. But if you look like the storm drain connects to the bunch of branching pipes from Midtown, there's a lot of overlap due to how old the system is. Especially in and around the theater district. The park on Grovedale and the hospital. I'm going to discuss it with him when he gets back. Sanchez went in those sewers 3 days ago, and you didn't say anything. What more do you want to know? Victims have names yet, and how the bodies looked. So we're going to go with how the bodies looked. So what we got? Thanks for joining us, Jay. What's up, Dylan? Remember, the case we worked our year. Oh, shoot. Okay, remember the case we worked our first year on the force? That one by Old Shore Bay. Shore Bay. Shore Bay. The bizarre one with all the floaters. Oh, God. I didn't think I could forget it if I tried. That smell. Oh, sorry, the smell. It was illegal dumping, right? From the mortuary that got shut down afterwards. The bodies looked like that, but they weren't wet at all. Instead, they were totally desecrated in the face and hands. That's why Deja's people were calling in right away. There should be no way that's possible. Anything else you want to know? So anything else that jumped out at you, and what Sasha's thinking about the scene? So last time I said anything else jump at you, so this time I want to say what else Sasha thinks about the scene. So what did Sasha think about the scene? And he's gonna say nothing I couldn't pick up myself. Seemed to think the case was linked to the one he had worked about 5 years ago in the same area. I think Morrison Records was his partner at that. Tried to get her to talk to me about it, but you know Morris, real piece of work that one. About as terrifying as Sanchez was annoying. Whoever teamed them up had a wicked sense of humor. Yeah, well, thanks for the help, Anton. DeMarco lightly grabbed Lydia's wrist. Liddy, wait. Are we ever gonna? Sorry, are we ever going to clear the air over what happened? Maybe I can get you a nightcap, the last shot, and we can just talk it over, take it out, start new. Lydia removes her arm coldly. I don't think there's anything to discuss. Why didn't you ask Sereno? I'm sure she's still interested. How many times do I have to say I said I was never interested in Shalia? For you to believe me? Not enough for this lifetime. We were both worried about you. Shalia was one of the closest friends before the Carver Hall incident. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I know what happened. I didn't want anything to do with either of you. I don't want anything to do with either of you. I am so sorry, y'all. My brain's skipping ahead. Lydia turns on her heel. Alright, we're about to get out of here. We didn't get too good with DeMarco. We got to dislike, so thank you for your time, Detective DeMarco. I'll follow up if I need anything further. Pop off. Lydia leaves DeMarco fussing behind her. So after a night of hard work, there it was. I know. This was it. I know. According to Meg, she tried to help, but when she went to get files, the relevant ones were missing. When I looked at the summaries, Looks like Sanchez was after info on a series of cases that happened in June of last year involving some kind of animal attack. This suggested somebody was leaving bodies in the sewers on purpose to draw it out. Also, looks like Sanchez went in after it the first time but came up empty. Something fishy is definitely happening in the Jackson Street sewers. DeMarco is still an idiot. No idea why I ever had a thing for this bastard. Can't believe he let Sanchez go off on his own. If anything happens to Sanchez, I swear I'll kick his ass so hard his grandmother will be able to feel it. He did find that city planner's map, though, which suggests the bodies could have been traveling down a sewer to Jackson from one of the three locations: the park, the hospital, or the theater district. It might be worth finding out that what's been recently going on at these locations. Hello, Clarice. Wanna play a game? Deja. Didn't really have anything other than talk screen. Daniel's here. Good evening, detective. Deja! I got these tests back. Rush them when you drop by. So please, do not show up again without an appointment. Yeah, sure. What'd you find? There was a compound in the liver that suggested the victims ingested paralytics and a high dose of arsenic. Anesthetics. Haha, that was bad. Anesthetics, possibly medical grade. Come on, Malice. Read these words. Sorry. I am trying to read these words properly. I'm definitely having a little bit of a struggle. My bad. Eye fatigue, probably. I was playing Pokemon Go all day. While we're sitting here, I'm going to let you know we are watching me play OutBreat The Fedora FIles here live on multiple streams. If you want to play these games from Dead Drop Studios, you can check them out on the Steam Store, PS5, PS4. You can also get on Xbox Series X, the Switch, and on the Play Store and iOS. This is the Fedora FIles, the 9th game in the Break series from Dead Drop Studios. You can check out their website at deaddroppublishing.com. Let's get back into it. That would explain why there was no signs of a struggle, even though they were covered in bite marks. Honestly, not the strangest thing I've seen. Used to take shifts at Azart Memorial. That hospital is something else. They run most private medical trials in the country. They say it could be weird is a gross understatement. Jackson Street sewer connected to the hospital? Set some more tests in to see if we can pin down the anesthetics. But the sample was very degraded. Accelerated decomp. But not sure what could be causing it. I'll let you know if it turns up anything else. Right. Thanks, Deja. It looks like the hospital is my next stop. Detective Daniels, this is Officer Kelly. We're going to need you to come down to Jackson Street sewer, ma'am. We found another body. Looks like we're not going to the hospital just yet. Let's see what happens here in the sewer. Jackson Street sewer, August 23rd, 1999. 1:45 in the AM. What in the name of... Lad, you heard. Detective, I've got to say, I have never seen a body dumped quite like this before. Is that body actually ripped in half? Yes, ma'am. Yes, it is. We're waiting on to get the blood splatter analyst down here to get an idea of how this occurred. It shouldn't be long, ma'am. The pair walked up the dilapidated sidewalk next to the green-brown river. An intact, sprawled-out corpse, absent of bite marks, is faced up, looking ahead slightlessly. Ma'am, Brash just radioed it in. They are sending someone who they believe is a specialist on the matter. Wants them to see the site before they take the bodies in for an autopsy. Who can they possibly be sending? Deja? You're a specialist they sent. I don't often see you out of the lab. Yes, well, I wasn't quite expecting. She gives the sewer entranceway an extremely disapproving glance. This. Both women go quiet for a moment, taking in the crime scene. So, why did Captain send you? Mostly to collect samples from the bodies. We are having a hard time determining where most of the corpses were killed. Everything taken off these bodies prior was compromised. Was compromised by the sewer water. I'm sure even if you're aware that Cypress Ridge has real problems with the trace amounts of corrosive metals in the sewer water. I'm up on current events, Deja. I know all about Mayor Zarina's campaign to hold the corporations involved responsible. Deja looked at Lydia condescendingly. Yes, well, that isn't going well at all. We are still getting unique chemical signatures from places of interest around the city. If I can eliminate any of them, we should be able to get a better idea of where the bodies originally came from. It's a good plan. Yes, I know I thought of it. So, wait, you never said anything about unique patches, or sorry, particles at the lab. That's because we were still compiling, dang it, I can't say words today, compiling the data. I was unable to provide you with anything certain. Deja kneels down and surveys the torn body with disinterest. Whipping out a swab, she gets to work. Detective Daniels, ma'am, we've got another body over here. She calls Lydia over to the body that was hidden just out of sight. Lydia leans down to examine the body. Alright, we got cross-legged dead corpse of a woman. And a countdown clock. Alright. So, crime scene. It looks like someone has been brutally murdered here. I better take a look around and see if there are any clues. Probably not safe to stick around too long though. Something is making a horrific noise. There's some scrapes on the wall. Wall scrapes. Was someone running a chainsaw along the wall? Nah. They look like claw marks. What the hell? Whatever it was, it's probably torn this poor woman apart. We're gonna get the hell out of here soon. Okay. Got some candy. Damn, it's empty. I really could go for some Choco Champs right now. Right about now. There's nothing too special about it. Outside of the chocolatey goodness being replaced by dry blood and wet blood. I'm not hungry anymore. Better keep searching. The gates. The gate that originally blocked this area has been completely taken down. There's something making a lot of noise down there. Can't hear the echoes. I better take a good look around before I move on. I may not be able to get back, and even if I do, there's no guarantee this crime scene will be intact. Alright, so we've seen all that. Let's see the corpse. The mutilated corpse. This is a horrible... What happened to this poor woman? It looks like she was in a fight with some sort of wild animal. Those teeth marks are deep. I don't think a human did this to her. What the hell is lurking around down here? We got a wallet. See if we got something kicking here. It must be from the victim here. Let's see if we can find any clues. She was a member of the Cypress Ridge video. Shopping at Falco and Sons Grocery. Just got work done at the old garage on Main Street. Now we have a badge. It says this looks like a CRPD badge. The writing on the front has been completely scratched off. And there's no way to identify the owner. And last but not least is a note. Note says there's a crumpled piece of paper that's being held in place by a pin. The blood has soaked a lot of the note through, but a small portion is still legible. Call Jacques. Who the hell is Jacques? Better keep searching. Alright, so we've checked everything. We are good here, so we can leave. Took 3 minutes to the 5. So I think we did a good job. That's Sanchez's badge. Although she is taking mostly to herself, she gets a response. It hasn't been submerged? What? All the bodies, both those recovered in the last week and the other ones here now, have evidence of being submerged in liquid. Either in sewer water or some kind of chemical fluid. Not that it's much different than sewer water. But this corpse, even with the degradation, is fairly fresh, no more than just a few hours old tops. Huh, strange. Deja's sharp eye takes in the surroundings and falls upon an out-of-place item. Daniels, I have a wallet here. Lydia quickly rifles through the wallet. She finds an ID card for a Sky Sim working at Azart Memorial Hospital. Schematics that DeMarco found linked to the hospital in the sewers, and now we have a freshly killed worker. It really looks like the sewer going to have to pay the hospital a visit. I'm going to have to pay the hospital a visit, sorry. Deja leaves the body and strides towards the mouth of the tunnel. Man. Give me a second. Gotta sit up. It is 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. Sitting here hanging out. Made myself sleep here for a second. Wait, where are you going? For a moment, Deja's eyes widen. Something imperceivable showing through before her usually grouchy demeanor resurfaces. I need to take more samples further in. It's obvious that all the victims were dumped here. At some point, it might help with determining where they initially went in the water. You really shouldn't go alone. We already had one person go missing after coming down here. Deja tilts her head. Curious? Are you talking about Sanchez? This was the last place he was seen? According to DeMarcos, yeah. Huh. Well, come on then, bodyguard. I don't have all night. If you be my bodyguard, I can be your long lost pal. You can call me Betty. Betty, when you call me, you can call. Oh, sorry. I can call you Betty. Betty, when you call me, you call me. Yeah. Deja turns on her heels and head into the sewer, not bothering to check if Lydia is following. Holy shit. Two of them continue through the twisting tunnels. You want to go right? Why? Do you know how many bodies show up in the Jackson Street sewer line in a calendar year? I know the sewer like the back of my hand. Could probably get from one end of the city to the other if I tried. Not right now, Diesel. Lydia shrugs. She's not wrong. Jackson Street sewers are notorious. Now go left, then right at the next intersection. A vague prickling of unease races down Lydia's neck. She is uncertain why Deja would need to go so far into the tunnels for samples. There is no longer any sign of drag marks or connections to the murder this far from the crime scene. Suddenly, the tunnel opens into a wide, almost dug-out area. Clearly, the area was some sort of maintenance nook, now riddled with claw marks. The rusted equipment has been thrown about haphazardly. The most unsettling thing, however, are the piles upon piles of bones. Bones littering the space. Then she sees it lying amongst the bones. A fresh corpse. Sanchez. Ah, here we are. Lydia barely registers the strange, slightly malicious comment as she rushes for the body of her mentor and friend. Sasha's skin shows a parlor, and the body seems to be in full rigor. It is clear that he has been dead for several days. Don't worry, Deja. Don't worry, there was nothing you could have done. They had killed him days ago. Pity you started asking questions. Really, we were fine with you just being the troublemaker at Precinct 6 Precincts. It's your fault. Oh shit! I gotta reread that again. It says, "Don't worry, there was nothing you could have done. They had already killed him days ago." Diesel. Get away from there. Diesel. Go lay down. They had killed him days ago. Pity you started asking questions, really. We were fine with you just being the troublemaker at the 6th Precinct. It's your own fault you're not walking away. You did this? Well, yes, but no one was really supposed to know that. I had thought Arthur would have torn him to pieces by now, but maybe if the chemicals put him off. I'll have to remember that. But what? You were one of Sancho's oldest his friend. Deja Scott. Clearly, the police academy needs to add the art of war to the reading list. Haven't you ever heard of keep your friends close and your enemies closer? Plus, Hillier was a great detective. If he wasn't, the boss wouldn't have had to send me. I can admire his process. Even if he was my enemy, I can even admire yours. Which is why you are still standing here talking rather than me just sticking you with a syringe and letting Arthur deal with the rest. Lydia grits her teeth. You know, you think I should be grateful for that? I would be, since otherwise you'd be dead. I know how you detectives love knowing what's really happening. Lydia gets up angrily, resulting in Deja revealing a syringe from her pocket. Just because I haven't killed you yet doesn't mean I'm not going to. Let's stay nice and calm here. We don't want to alert Arthur before we have to. And you have a much better chance of staying alive with me. Who the fuck is Arthur? Trust me, you don't want to find out. I have a proposition for you. Join us. You can come with me and find out what this is really all about. Your captain, my boss, people you know, people you never would have suspected are all in on one of the big secrets in the country, but this offer is only valid right now, this minute. Wow. So it's either I accept or I don't accept. This is definitely epic right here. This is a canon moment, y'all. If I accept, there could be an ending, and like I go on and like finish the game. If I don't accept, I could continue on and try to like fight my way out of here, or I could die down here to Arthur. This is deep. What do I do? Does anybody have any suggestions? I'll take some. I mean, I'll make the ultimate choice, I guess. But why we sit here and think about it, ponder it? Let's talk about what we're playing here. This is OutBreat The Fedora FIles, 9th installment from the OutBreat series from Dead Drop Studios. Check them out at deaddroppublishing.com. All these games are available on all platforms. Right now, the Steam Summer Sale is dropping a bunch of good discounts for all their games. You know, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X, also on the Switch, and the iOS and Google Play Store. All right, let's go with. Well, I could never say no to a good mystery. Good answer. We can always use another pair of eyes. And see, we're already friendly. So Lydia follows Deja through the Stonor. She has found the answer to Sasha's death and is content to join the killers in the shadows of the city. She totally deserves what happened next. What happened next? To be continued? What happened? Oh, I got an ending, so let's see what the ending was. We unlocked. unlock anything. Oh, here we go. Really? Lydia joins the bad guys. So we joined the bad guys and it ended in the match. Oh. So you're not supposed to do that? Hey, Diesel! Oh. Thought he was pushing it through, my bad. So I don't know if y'all have ever done any of the Malwolf's different art exhibits that they have. And there's a couple of them. There's like one in Arlington, or outside of Dallas. There's one in New Mexico. There's one in Colorado, and there's one in Vegas. So we've been to 2 of them. And the one in Vegas is based off a store. And there's a premise that there's the secret society and there's the resistance, or there's the workers and the resistance. And so it's kind of cool because this is kind of like, you know, the same thing. There's like the normal people and then there's like the subset. And so just like with that one, you kind of, if you participate in the storyline, you can either choose to become a sympathizer or you could be a resistance fighter. And so here you became a sympathizer. That's kind of neat. So now we've completed 2 of the 24 endings. I don't know if those are like the faster endings because we're getting them done pretty quick. So it doesn't take too long to, historically, for the past 2 we've done, hasn't been too bad. But I also feel that, you know, it could start getting to the point where I know how to get to that dialogue now and I can push the other way if I wanted to. So that's not too bad, but let me show you real quick. You see, I don't have to continue because we keep finishing. But let me show you this Outbreak, okay? This RPG real quick. This thing is fire. This is such a fun text-based game. So it's time-based. I have to pick something based on time, I think. I don't know how fast you have to do it. Let me see. Oh, you don't have to go fast. It just rolls. Okay. I was doing it wrong the whole time. Ugh. So what I want to do, I'm going to try to climb on the ledge, run through the room yelling, throw rocks up in the air.
Grenade.
We found our grenade. Let's go. So standing exactly still, current initiative, run through a million, cook a steak in the fire.
Battle start.
I'm fighting a bunch of stuff now. Let's go. So we have weapons ammo that you have to like run off of. So now we're gonna attack. What's the strongest thing they have? The brute.
Perfect.
Boom. Certain weapons do better than other ones. You can heal yourself, which is fun. Once we kill one of the people, then we'll be able to start throwing our grenades. You have to have an open slot. Now, if you look at the characters and how they're created and stuff, a lot of them have a little bit of inspiration from other places. I always look at her skirt and I always think of they came from that Christina Aguilera look from Silent Hill. So.
Perfect.
Boom! Straight to the chest. Looks like Jill's top.
Perfect.
Ah, I missed. I still did some damage though. Oh, that was bad.
Perfect.
And I still missed on a perfect. Oh, Elena's doing melee now. So she can only attack with a weapon.
Perfect. Perfect.
So what I'm doing is waiting for it to scroll down from the red to the yellow to the green. And since there's no time limit, I can wait and try to time it perfectly. Nice, we got one down. Now I can start getting back ammo by searching for stuff. If it lets me. Let's see, search for supplies.
Embarrassing.
Nothing.
Perfect.
Come on. I can heal too. I don't need to yet. Ooh, that shotgun in the face.
Perfect.
Knife. Oh, she should probably look for ammo.
Perfect.
Ooh, spread. Got a couple of them. And he has a shotgun.
Perfect.
Nope. I still killed him. Let's go. Let's go. Alright. I need to start getting some ammo back. So I have 2 people.
Perfect. Embarrassing.
That's 2 in a row. One shell left. Ah!
Perfect. Perfect. Supplies.
Nice, got some rounds there. Get
Supplies.
some shells.
Perfect.
Nice.
Perfect. Supplies.
More supplies.
Perfect. Supplies.
Getting lucky now.
Perfect.
See, now we can kind of coast it a little bit, get some more supplies back if they show up like this.
Perfect. Supplies. Perfect. Supplies.
Ooh, we got a lot now. I think we'll be okay. Missed. Alright, 2, 4, 6. We still have 6 people. So we found somebody, let's go. So we have 7 now.
メロメロにしてあげるわ。
There's only 3 left to find. Nice, we got another one. Two left.
Mero mero ni shite ageru wa.
Found an open bar, it will create a lubricant for a shotgun. Attack level increased.
Grenade.
Got a grenade. No.
Ammo.
Oh, that's not good. 4. Cut herself. Ooh, then he has emo. Superb initiative. Lydia cut herself again. How much life did she lose? Hate's got a lot of life lost too.
Ammo.
Ammo.
ロメロにしてあげるわ
More shotgun ammo.
Battle start.
Battle. Let's go. Oh, that brute is huge.
Perfect. Perfect.
I still missed. That shotgun still. Pistol.
Perfect. Perfect.
I'm getting it down. Look at that. Yes. Oh, we go.
Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
So we did anything. Trying to get to my grenades.
Perfect. 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 Perfect.
Missed. Ooh.
Perfect.
Oh, he's at 2. Thank you. Appreciate it. Grenade? Can I use a grenade?
Perfect.
Oh, well, that's a ton I rolled to. I say every time.
Perfect.
Oops.
Perfect.
3 misses in a row.
Perfect.
How much damage is that doing? Nothing.
Perfect.
Knife.
Supplies.
Some good ammo.
Supplies. Perfect.
About 50 per. Okay. That's not bad, I guess.
Perfect.
Nice. Now we're cooking.
Supplies. Health.
Health, that's 1. Lydia's good.
Perfect. Health.
2.
Health.
Full for Ivy.
Perfect. Supplies.
Perfect.
Still a miss. Dang it. 187 tile.
Perfect.
Close, so close.
Perfect.
Supplies.
Perfect.
Supplies.
Mero mero ni shite ageru wa.
Battle start.
1,000? Are you serious?
Perfect. Perfect.
He's gotta fight 2 more guys.
Perfect. Perfect.
This one's gonna be Ivy. Ah, I can't.
Perfect.
Melee.
Perfect. Perfect.
Supplies.
Perfect.
Supplies.
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 Still hit him. Let's go.
Perfect.
Health.
Barely enough.
Perfect.
Health.
Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
Health. Health.
Perfect. Perfect.
Mero mero ni shite ageru wa.
Battle start.
Perfect.
This wasn't slow.
Perfect.
Supplies.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect.
Still missed.
Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
Supplies.
Perfect.
Supplies.
Perfect.
Supplies.
Perfect.
It's a long hallway here.
Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
One person left. Let's go.
메로 메로にしてあげるわ
Battle start.
Oh! That's so close.
Perfect. 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 Perfect.
Supplies.
Perfect.
Health.
I can do better.
Perfect. 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 Perfect.
Ooh, I see that.
Perfect.
Supplies. Supplies.
Perfect.
Supplies.
Come on, we're so close. Taste it. One more shot. Two more shots. Alright, come on. You're the last person.
Mero mero ni shite ageru wa.
It's time to escape.
Battle start.
Oh shit, we're killing dinos. Let's go. Kill the dinos again.
Perfect. 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 Perfect.
Thanks for joining us, Mr. Ellis, for the coin and thanks.
Perfect. Perfect.
Supplies.
Perfect.
Embarrassing.
Oh, I think grenade is going off.
Perfect. 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 Perfect.
Supplies.
Perfect.
Embarrassing. Supplies. Supplies. Supplies.
Choppa. It's over. Yay, we beat the RPG portion. Let's go. That was fun. I really enjoyed that. Well, everybody, I want to say thank you very much for hanging out with us tonight. We'll be back here again tomorrow night and every night, except for I won't be here Tuesday and Wednesday. Miss Mouse will be here in my place on those days, taking over from her point of view, trying to try these games from Dead Drop Studios. Again, you can check out their games on all platforms: Steam, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X, Switch, iOS, and Play Store, as well as all their games right now on the Steam Summer Sale, which is fantastic. Go get them for a very great price. We'll be back here tomorrow, and we'll be playing Dino Break. So hopefully we'll see you back here tomorrow. Can't wait to see you. My name is Sharon Mouse. And then don't forget to see us at Classic Game Fest on the 19th, 20th, and 21st here in July at the Palmer Arboretum, Palmer Event Center in Austin, Texas.